In a moment that feels pulled straight from a futuristic blockbuster, China's UBTech has officially begun what experts are calling the world's first mass deployment of humanoid robots inside real industrial factories. This isn't a showcase, a test lab, or a concept reveal. This is the first time hundreds of human-shaped robots are stepping directly onto production lines at companies like BYD, Geely, FAW-Volkswagen, Dongfeng, and Foxconn, the manufacturer behind Apple's iPhone. And what makes this breakthrough even more staggering is that these robots don't need human help to recharge. Instead, they swap their own batteries, walk back to work, and keep operating almost non-stop. The scale of UBTech's rollout is startling. Reports confirm that over 100 units of their Walker S2 robots have already been shipped to factories, marking the first genuine industrial deployment of humanoids anywhere in the world. And the company says this is only the beginning. Orders have already passed the 800 million yuan mark, signaling that manufacturers aren't just curious, they're ready to integrate humanoid robotics into their daily workflow. UBTech claims it can produce around 1,000 robots this year, with far larger volumes planned as demand accelerates. Walking into one of these factories now feels like stepping into science fiction. Instead of rows of human workers performing repetitive tasks, you see bipedal machines moving confidently between assembly stations. They pick up components, carry materials, fasten parts, and perform tasks previously reserved for skilled human hands. Their joints mimic human motion, their precision is machine-grade, and their endurance is unmatched. When battery levels drop, each robot walks to a dock, ejects its depleted module, clicks in a new one, and returns to the line, all without a single human technician touching it. This completely eliminates charging downtime, which has been one of the biggest limitations for mobile robots. The result is an entirely new category of industrial automation, robots that work continuously, adapt to their environment, and handle human-style tasks within human-designed workspaces. For industries like automotive manufacturing, where flexibility and speed are essential, this is transformative. The rise of UBTech's robots also reflects a much broader shift in China's strategy. With industries facing skilled labor shortages and population pressures, China has begun investing heavily in embodied AI, intelligent machines capable of interacting with the physical world. Deploying humanoid robots in factories is a direct response to these long-term challenges. Instead of redesigning entire facilities around robotic arms or automation cages, companies can plug humanoids into existing workflows with minimal disruption. And because these robots mimic human proportions, they can use the same tools, navigate the same aisles, and perform tasks using the same motions workers already understand. But while the technology is breathtaking, the implications are enormous. Continuous robotic labor means factories can run longer and more efficiently, but it also raises pressing questions about the future of the human workforce. Some roles will evolve into monitoring, maintenance, and oversight positions, while others may shrink as humanoids take over repetitive or hazardous tasks. Manufacturers argue that robots enhance productivity and safety, but the scale of this rollout suggests much broader shifts are coming sooner than many expected. The global implications are equally significant. China is not just producing more goods, it's now producing the robots that will produce those goods. This could redefine global manufacturing competitiveness for decades. Meanwhile, interest from other countries is rapidly rising. Reports indicate talks between Foxconn and NVIDIA about deploying humanoid robots in a new U.S. factory in Houston, a move that would mark the first time a major American manufacturing plant is built and operated with humanoid assistance. If that happens, UBTech's current rollout will be remembered as the spark that triggered a worldwide transformation. The Walker S2 itself is engineered for this kind of disruption. It features advanced force control systems, human-like dexterity, adaptive balance, and a battery swap mechanism that sets it apart from every other humanoid robot currently in production. Unlike prototype humanoids that perform carefully choreographed routines on stage, the S2 is designed for chaos, noise, dust, vibration, complex tasks, and unpredictable factory conditions. UBTech claims the robot can execute real workloads reliably and at scale, and so far, major manufacturers seem to trust that claim with their production lines. The momentum behind UBTech is also reflected in its financial performance. The company's value has surged as investors and partners respond to this unprecedented real-world deployment. For years, analysts predicted that humanoid robots were still a decade away from meaningful commercial use. But today, they're already tightening bolts on EV chassis and moving components in some of the world's largest factories. What makes this moment historic isn't just the robots themselves, but the speed at which industrial adoption is happening. The technology has crossed the threshold from impressive demo to functional workforce. And once factories realize they can operate with near-continuous uptime, precision-driven assembly, lower risk, and scalable robotic labor, the competitive pressure to adopt humanoids will grow dramatically. Companies that hesitate may find themselves outpaced by those willing to embrace robotic workers. This is no longer a story about the future. It's a story about now. The factories of today are beginning to resemble the futuristic visions we once saw only in games and movies. China's UBTech has taken the first large-scale step, and the world is watching closely. Whether this leads to a collaborative future where humans and robots work side by side, or a heavily automated industrial landscape where machines dominate routine tasks, one thing is certain: the era of humanoid robotics has arrived, and it's advancing faster than anyone expected. As more robots roll onto production lines and more companies join this shift, we'll see profound changes in manufacturing efficiency, global competition, workforce structure, and technological capability. The first wave has already begun, and its impact will ripple across industries worldwide. For now, one thing is clear: UBTech's massive humanoid rollout is not just another tech milestone. It's the dawn of a new industrial age, unfolding right before our eyes. With that, we'll continue to monitor how this humanoid wave unfolds, what it means for jobs, for productivity, and for global competition. Stay tuned.